Hi guys, it's Joe K again. I just have another little video to share with you from my home. Yeah, look at this. There's my kitchen. Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice place. Yeah, let me see. Oh, there's the hutch. I think they call it a hutch. Yeah, they got those the beam ceiling. You know, there a little bit of the outside. You see that? There's the grill and the whatever. You know, there's the other side. Yeah, great. Anyway. I had always wanted to be a political ad man, you know. I had come up with a lot of ad stuff in my early years, all of it rejected. I always seemed to go a step too far. And that's my fault, you know. I don't have a good governor on my mouth and stuff. And, you know, I come up with an idea I think looks promising, I go with it. You know, it's just the way I am. I'm a riverboat gambler that way, you know. So back in the 80s on Staten Island, a friend of mine was running for a congressional seat. And his opponent was a Democrat, who I also knew and liked him. He was a good guy. But my pal started to fall behind, you know, and started to think about that, how we could get him back in the race. So I thought about, like, hey, how about we have a bunch of guys dress up like, you know, Nazis and KKK guys. We have him endorse the other guy's name, who is, I don't want to give it any names out because I don't want to embarrass anyone, and I certainly don't want to get sued. But why don't we have these guys endorse, you know, our rival, right? You know, like, you know, Alfred is very good for us. You know, anything with fake German accents, the whole 9 yards, you know, the Klan guy, you know, maybe a fake Southern accent. Oh, yeah, oh, that's trouble. This guy would be great for us, boy. He'll divide and conquer, boy. You know, that kind of thing. And so I had the whole thing set up. I filmed it. I had the, you know, 6 guys with these sheets and whatever, the pointy hats and all that stuff. And I had it was hell it was harder finding, you know, the armbands and, you know, whatever, the swastikas and all that crazy shit, you know. But I found it in a you know, what do you call it, a novelty shop, you know. We had these guys dressed up and we set the ad up. And my pal, typical Republican, guess what? No, we can't do that. You know, our opponent's Jewish. You can't have Nazis and Klansmen endorsing a Jewish guy. That's horrifically offensive. And I'm going, dude, he's Italian. And he looks at me, he's Italian and Jewish. You can't do this. And I'm going, yeah, we can, and we just did. We can just, all we need to do is throw this on the air and just see where it goes. It's not going to be attached to you. We're going to call this People for Indecency or some crazy stuff like that. You know, we'll make a group, you know. It's not going to be tied to you. You know, no, it didn't work, right? So anyway, I had recently come up with another ad that I was going to share, that I tried to share actually with the Trumps. And I thought this was a surefire winner. Everybody remembers the iconic movie Rocky. And one of my favorite scenes, I don't know if it's anybody else's, but it's when he's down by the docks, you know, and Rocky was supposed to have broken this guy's leg or something like that, and the boss comes by. Rocky had a heart of gold. He didn't break the guy's leg. He's figuring, how's he going to pay his, you know, his vig if he has a, you know, can't work anymore, you know. So what's the boss, Gaji or whatever the hell his name was, you know. He comes down there in his chauffeur-driven Cadillac. Rocky, you know, what are you doing, you know? And then of course the chauffeur keeps butting in, you know, about Adrian, you know. So it's the same thing. Only this time, instead of Rocky, we have Kamala walking down the street, and you know, Trump comes by, and I'm his chauffeur. Okay, I'm going to be the chauffeur, right? So Trump goes to Kamala. Look, you know, this old guy Biden, he's dragging your ticket down. You need to, you know, get that albatross from around your neck, you know. And she looks at him skeptically, and then I butt in. Hey, Kamala, I hear you're hooking up with that retard. And then she goes, just like Rocky, no, he's not retarded. He's just a little slow, and right now he drools a lot and stuff. But no, he's not retarded. And so Trump looks at me the way Gadget did. He shuts me up for a second. And it goes on, and he's like making this pitch, like you should be running at the top of the ticket, have your own vice president and all that stuff. Mind your own business, she says. So I butt in, Kamala. And she goes, what? And I go, take him to the zoo. And she's like, what? Why? And I'd come back with, because retards like the zoo, right? Just like the Rocky movie, right? That's exactly what the guy said. And then Trump does what Gaji did, and then easy, settle down. And he looks at Kamala and goes, look, some people, they hate for no reason. There's no reason, there's no way to explain that, I'm sorry. But think about what I said. And then as we start to pull away, I yell out, Kamala, remember what I said? And she goes, what's that? Take him to the zoo. Take him to the zoo, right? And, I sent that in. Probably about 6-8 weeks ago, and obviously went nowhere. I did get some feedback, and all of it negative. One guy was saying, one of the critics said, wait, you're gonna have Kamala walk in the street? Like, where is she, in the docks? That's even worse. Where is she, like a street walker? No, and I'm going, it could be a regular street. Same thing, the guy goes. She's like a street walker or something? I don't know, and then he goes, the other thing, we don't use that word anymore. So I go, what, street? Because I'm a jerk, So he goes, no, retard, we don't use that. People who have handicapped children find that extremely offensive. We don't like that, So that's not used anymore. That's horrific. That's a horrifically offensive ad. That would not help us in any way. So apparently, I don't have the talent for devising these political ads that I initially thought I did. So I'm going to give up on that. I'm going to focus on some other creative pursuits, But I just wanted to share that with you because, yes, it's a bit of a disappointment, a little bit of a letdown. But, life goes on. Bye-bye.